Clive in Hammersmith's up next. Go on, Clive.
Yes, George, I don't know how you can compare to the threat of the IRA to what we've got now.
Well, I do compare it. It was much worse.
George, come on.
It was much more serious.
No, it wasn't, George. Come on. Whenever did the Irish terrorists, they were bad, but whenever did they pack a Land Rover full of explosive?
Well, let me tell you when, Clive, because you were obviously on the dark side of the moon at the time. They packed not a Land Rover, my dear. They packed an entire truck with fertilizer explosive. They drove it to Bishopsgate, and they caused the biggest devastation ever in a single explosion inflicted on the British mainland. They blew up Canary Wharf. They blew up the Prime Minister. They blew up the British Cabinet Room. Never mind a Range Rover, Clive. They nearly killed the entire British government. A mortar went through the window in Downing Street.
Come on, George. What has been worse than 7/7? What has been worse?
What has been worse than 53 dead in Britain? Do you know how many people were killed by the IRA during their campaign?
But, George, at the time...
Isn't your problem, Clive? Because I know that 10 years ago, there are many people who had been phoning up here fulminating about the IRA. Now, they are so besotted with this Islamic terrorist question that they want to paint the IRA campaign as some kind of tea party. The IRA killed thousands of people. Their bombs were devastating, much more devastating than 7/7. And you're obviously too young to remember, or you've conveniently forgotten. This is George Galloway. This is the mother of all talk shows. 087 17